Hi, welcome back to Crimson Glass on YouTube. This is day 27 of Camp NaNoWriMo, April. So there's not really a lot to report. I think I have learned a valuable lesson about how I should approach my own writing during the writing of a first draft. I made an attempt to do revisions of one novel and a first draft of another novel. And I think, as I have talked about throughout this month, that was a terrible idea. But I didn't know it was a terrible idea until I tried it, because I've never tried it before. And I thought, well, I'm working from home during a pandemic, so, I'm home a little bit more. I'm not dealing with classroom management, so I'm not dealing with 145 4th, 5th, and 6th graders in Spanish, which is what I ended up doing this month. I wasn't planning on that. I thought that, and then I had a whole week off. I had spring break. I really thought I could manage it, and then it just never worked out. And it's hard to tell how much of that was because Mad World itself was flawed from the beginning. It wasn't until April 20th that I even had an outline or a version of the story that I was confident enough to write. But then once I had a version, it was way too late, and I was too deep into revisions for, for Broken Girl to really focus on Mad World. And I got to the point where I hated them both. And that was last week's problem, is I really just didn't want to do anything last week because I was just so tired. And also, we are in weird circumstances right now. Last week was the first week, it's been 6 weeks since it started. I haven't really seen my family. I haven't seen friends, and I haven't seen my students, and I'm dealing with a new curriculum. I'm just dealing with all the challenges that come with what we're doing right now. And in so many ways, I'm fortunate. Because like I said, I have a house, I have a family, I have a job. Nobody's gotten sick that I know of, but it's still, as a teacher, this is not optimum. You struggle with your students who are just not learning, or they're just not checking in, and you worry about them. I have a student who was one of my best students when we were in school. He was always on it, always doing his assignments, and last week he didn't do anything. And I'm just worried about him because it's not like him, but he's doing stuff in other classes, so it's just me he's ignoring, so there you go. But, so it's just it's been weird challenges mentally. Last week was a bad mental week for me, but I took a day to feel sorry for myself on Thursday. Really sorry for myself. If you watched my Revising Broken Girl video, I was drinking during that. I was pretty drunk by about 6 o'clock. Started drinking right as soon as my working hours stopped. And I don't know, I needed that. I needed that, release. And so Friday, I got up, I reasserted myself, and then Saturday and Sunday, I got myself sorted, and I got priority. I just rethought my, approach. And today I feel good. Yesterday I cooked. The first time in weeks. I cooked my dinner. I cooked my breakfast this morning. I'm going to cook dinner tonight again. I'm actually going to go down and have lunch in a little bit. I have finally kind of gotten myself together. So here I am on my break trying to explain what we're doing with Mad World. So obviously, first draft is not going to get done by Thursday. 75,000 words is not going to get done by Thursday. But, here we are. It's fine. So I'm still not going to change my dates, my deadlines. So my soft deadline was still May 31st, and then my hard deadline is still June 15th. That still leaves me 6 weeks to get a first draft in. I can do that, particularly since today is the day. It is Monday, April 27th. I am finishing the beta draft of Broken Girl today. Today I am doing it. And then from here for the next couple of days, it'll just be line edits, and it'll just be I'm going to do grammar checks, and that's not that bad. And Ange already sent me back most of the story. So I'm not worried about that. That's not going to take that long. I'm going to try and get that done this week so that I can get all the stuff out, because Broken Girl has deadlines that I have to hit, and that's what's going to happen today. So today is the last day I have to think creatively about Broken Girl. So should I jump right into the draft of Mad World? No, I'm not going to, because I need that space. I need my brain to recharge. I need to rethink. I'm going to keep going with, I've been plotting out the story in my head. I've been working on scene breakdowns. I'm going to keep going with that. I'm going to keep working on the soundtrack. I'm going to keep doing discovery. I've learned a very valuable thing. Do not do revisions and first drafts at the same time, which means I have decided how I'm going to change my production schedule slightly, because the way I have scheduled it currently is that in July, when Camp NaNoWriMo hits again, I was going to do the first draft of Fool Me Twice, because I'm going into Discovery Draft on that when Mad World's Alpha Draft is done. That's not going to happen. I don't think that I can get a first draft ready to go by July 1st. Or even if I did, I don't know that revisions for Mad World are going to be done. So I'm going to leave that up in the air a little bit. It very much depends on how May goes. Because I'm going to tell you what, if I get the alpha draft for Mad World done in May, I can get revisions done in June and then we'll be fine. Because I can do revisions and a discovery process done at the same time, like what I did this month with Mad World. I did discovery instead. So that's what we're going to go with. Whenever I finish the alpha draft of Mad World, that's when we're going to do the discovery draft of Fool Me Twice. So Camp NaNoWriMo, the next time I come around for the series, it may end up being walking through doing those 2 projects. I don't know. We'll see. But this was an interesting project. This was an interesting approach. I learned a lot more about my process, and I reminded myself once again to set realistic goals. I like having deadlines. It does help. I had lots of deadlines for Broken Girl, and that has been effective. Mad World hasn't. And it's just because I never had a clear idea of the story until halfway through the month. Now I have a clear idea of the story. I know the story I want to tell, and I'm happy and excited to do it. I just need to find the energy. So I'm going to leave this series here. This will be the last entry into Camp NaNoWriMo. The next time we check in with Mad World, it'll be when I officially launch the alpha draft again, which I have launched that alpha draft like 6 times, but this is the time. I swear we're going to do it. And that'll be sometime next week. I think I'm going to lean towards May 1st as a launch date. We're going to let Camp NaNoWriMo sit. This was, it didn't go as planned, but that's writing, and you have to be ready to be flexible and ready to go. All right. So that is your Camp NaNoWriMo update. This is my first time doing an April Camp NaNoWriMo, and it bombed the way I kind of thought it would. July is really the only NaNoWriMo event that I've really nailed every year I've tried it. So let's hope that 4th time is a charm this summer. All right, I will see you guys back here next week for the Mad World series, which will be separate from Camp NaNoWriMo. All right, bye.